Hello everybody, I am Sarah and today's video is going to be about becoming a consultant. This business is amazing and I wish that everybody could have the opportunity to do it. So I'm just going to kind of talk to you today about what's involved in being a consultant. Alright, the first thing that you need is a why. You need to know why you want to be in this business. You need something, your why will drive you. Your why will drive you to your goals. So for me, my why is my family. This is my family, in case you haven't seen any of my other videos. This is my family. We live on a small farm and then we rent another farm and we raise Angus cattle and field corn, soybeans, hay, other small grains. And then my kids are involved in 4-H. They raise livestock for that. They show cattle, goats, pigs, even some dairy beef this year. And that's just what we love to do. That's our passion. Farming can be a tough business, and last year was tough. So I got a part-time job away from home, which I had been blessed to be able to stay home with my kids all the time up to that. But I wanted to do my part. So I got a part-time job away from home, but I don't like it. I don't like being away from home. I like spending all the time that I can with my family because I love my family. And I like watching my boys grow up, and it goes by in the blink of an eye. I feel like just the other day, I brought my oldest son home from the hospital, and he's a freshman in high school already. So I know that, not that, obviously I'm always going to be his mom, but I know that the time that I get to spend with him is going to become more and more limited. He's soon going to be able to drive, and he'll be wanting to be off and doing his own thing, and he's going to graduate in just a few years. It's hard to believe, but it's true. So I want to be able to be working from home again, and that's why I joined LuLaRoe. I started having just purchased one pair of leggings. I fell in love with those leggings, and I mean, they were just black leggings because I am not really a person who is into wild patterns, but I am now. LuLaRoe has totally changed my my closet, honestly. Like today, I'm rocking this Carly that I absolutely love. But it is black and white. I do wear colors now, though. I've got some really wild stuff that I love, and I never would have thought that I would have, but I do now. Sorry, a little bit off tangent there. That happens to me when I start talking. Anyway, okay, so you need your why. My why is my family, wanting to be home with my family, spending time with my family. Your why might be completely something different. Your why might be that you want to just make some extra money to be able to go do fun things. That's fine. Everybody has their own why, but that why is what drives you to do what you do. Okay, so then after you have a reason for wanting to do it, and you decide, yep, this is for me, this is a business for me, and let me tell you, this business is amazing. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. It's a lot of work, it really is, but it's amazing, and it can bless your lives in so many ways. And when your life is blessed, you're able to bless others. One of my favorite things to do is giveaways. I love to give things to people, especially if they're not expecting it. Maybe somebody buys something from you and you just tuck an extra pair of leggings in their package, or maybe somebody gets something and they're like, oh, I don't know if I really love it, and you just out of the blue send them something else, just something to just make their day better. That's one of my favorite things to do in this business. Yes, it's a business about making money. It's a business about fashion and all that, but it's also a business about blessing lives and strengthening families. That is the motto, and it's true. Okay, so you have your why. It's for you. You need a sponsor. You need someone who's going to sponsor you into this business. That person is going to be your go-to person. When you have a question, you're going to go to them, and they're going to help you get an answer. And if you're looking for a sponsor, I would love to do that for you. My goal for this coming year is to build a team, which is not something that I was ever interested in, but because I love this company so much, and it's changed my life so much already, I want to be able to help someone else with that. So if you're looking for a sponsor, I'd be glad to do that for you. You can contact me. So like I said, your sponsor is the person who's going to be your go-to person to help you get answers to all of your questions. And then if your sponsor doesn't know, your sponsor has a sponsor. So you have an upline. There's a whole upline. So when you join with a sponsor, you don't just get your sponsor, you get your sponsor. So you get you you just become a part of the whole LuLaRoe team. There are tons of people. Everybody will help you. You ask a question, someone will answer it for you. So once you have your sponsor will help you get your paperwork submitted, which now is just an online thing. You used to have to fill out some papers and send them in. Now it's all online, but your sponsor will send you the link for that. Once you send in your paperwork, then you're going to be in the queue. And right now the queue is about 8 weeks. Now you might think, why do I have to wait so long? Well, it's because LuLaRoe is an amazing company and it's expanding at an incredible rate. So there is a wait time. But that's actually a blessing. You have 8 weeks to learn everything that you can about this business. And there's a lot to learn. You want to learn, you need to decide how you're going to run your business. And so it's good to have that time to research and ask questions and bounce things off of people. So then when your time in the queue is done and it's your turn, LuLaRoe will call you. And then you'll be onboarded. And at that point, you'll order your initial package, which for a while was just one standard package for everyone. They just changed back to have, excuse me, they just changed back to having 3 package options. So you can choose which option you want. The options are just, I think that the first option is about 310 pieces. And then the next one has more pieces and more pieces. And you can decide what you want to do as far as how much you want to invest in the beginning. For me, we didn't, when I onboarded, I didn't have a choice. We just got the package that there was. My goal was always to have a large inventory because I feel like that's really going to benefit my business. So what I did is I worked really hard leading up to onboarding during my queue time, and I saved up the money that I needed to start the business. So I don't need to pay myself back immediately. I want to pay myself back, but I don't need to right away. So I've been putting everything back into inventory because I want to get to 1,000 pieces by the end of the year, and probably 1,500 is my kind of goal to stick around. You don't have to do that. And depending how you want to run your business probably depends also on how much inventory that you need. If you're going to do, a lot of in-home parties, maybe you don't need such a vast inventory. But if you're going to do online, for myself personally, I've noticed definitely a difference in sales the more inventory that I get. But you can feel that out. You can start with the more basic onboarding package and you can add to it as you go along. You don't need to jump in head over heels. You can kind of just feel that out. And that's maybe what I would do depending on your situation. So then after you onboard, you're going to want to have your launch. Depending how you're running your business depends on how that launch is going to be. For me, I had an online launch, and then my plan was to have an in-home launch, but I keep my inventory in my office, and it's not a lot of people have those really nice LuLaRoe rooms, which are beautiful, and that's wonderful. And I'm actually making a room in my basement so that I will have a more permanent place. But for right now, it's sort of all over the place, let's just say. But my point in that is that when you are researching this business and you see all those fancy rooms, it's wonderful and it's a goal, but you don't need that to start. You can start any way that you want, really. Some people live in small spaces and they keep everything in bins in a closet. You can do that. So don't get yourself all worked up over the end result. There's a saying, don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle, and that's true. You really need to work your business the way that you can and where you are. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to say about that. I think those are basically the steps. You're going to need a why, you're going to need a sponsor, you fill out your paperwork, you do your time in the queue, you learn all you can learn, and then you launch. And then you are a consultant, and you'll be amazed at how life-changing this business is. Like I said, if you're looking for someone to sponsor you, go ahead and contact me. If you already have somebody and you want to ask any questions, I'm always glad to help. Thanks. Have a good day.